Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I actually just recorded a video, so I took off my sweater that I was wearing, so maybe it'll seem like it's another day, but it's not. It's the same day, but I'm just on a roll here. I'm just on a roll, you feel me? I went on Snapchat today and I was like, you know what? I have a little bit of time today. Can you guys help me out? What should I film? What should I record, you know? And so I got a couple of requests. One question that stood out to me, basically what he or she said was like making a comeback after failure, or ideas slash steps to take when you get your ish together, or when you want to get your together after falling off, failing important exams, staying involved with a guy that's not good for you, losing yourself, toxic relationships or friendships, etc. How do you pick yourself up, stay focused, or start attracting positivity again? First of all, let me cover myself with a blanket because I'm freezing. The number one thing to put into your mind is that it's never too late, okay? If you have allegedly failed at something, it's never too late, okay? It's not too late to have a relationship. It's not too late to go back to school. It's not too late to retake a class, even if you fail the class and you have to take it next semester and it sucks because it sets you back another semester and you're in college for another year. You know what I'm saying? And it's never too late, even though at the moment it does suck, for lack of a better word. Something that I've adopted into my life even to this day, because my life is not perfect, okay, you guys? There are times when I'm stressed out. There are times when I cry and I feel like I'm at a rock bottom or something, but then it sounds dramatic, but there have been times where I've been like, you know what? Am I gonna die? Is this gonna kill me? Am I gonna die? And the answer is no, okay? The answer is no. You're not gonna die because you didn't get into school this semester. You're not gonna die because you failed at something and then now you have to start back over. I also personally struggled with this with my YouTube channel, okay? For those of you guys who have followed me for years and years and years and years and years and years and years, you guys know that I started a YouTube channel way back in the day before YouTube was a thing, all right? I'm talking about, I started when, like, with Beauty Crush and Andrea's Choice and like Michelle Phan, you know, first generation, maybe second generation beauty gurus, okay? I started way back then, okay? Sometimes when I go to these events and the people from back then see me, they're like, oh my gosh, I know you, whatever. Okay, who are all these people? When I started like my YouTube channel again, like a year ago, I started uploading, like a year ago, I started uploading again. It was like a whole new world, okay? Not like Ariel, a whole new world. Oh no, that's Jasmine. But it was like, whoa, who is this person? Who's that person? Who's that person? Oh, that person, they have like 3 million subscribers. I'm like, I've never heard of them in my entire life. Don't know them from a can of paint. So I'm entering back into this world where it's totally new, okay? Nobody knows who the heck I am. I have no power. And back then I had a little bit of power. I had a little bit of pull. I had several sponsorships, all that kind of stuff. And then coming back in, I'm like it's not even like started from the bottom with like nothing. It's like I started from down here this time. And that can be discouraging. I started YouTube because I was in beauty school at the time. And it was just fun. Like, that's basically what it boiled down to, that it was just fun, you know? I had my little viewers. We would talk, we would chat. I'd go on Blog TV. Does Blog TV still exist? During the time where I didn't upload anything, it was because I started working at a salon and that was my focus. It was when I started, before I even started beauty school and I had time to do YouTube, I was in my head, I was like, you know what, I need to grind right now on YouTube because I'm not gonna have time to do this in a couple of months when I start working at a salon. But then I was like, that wasn't my passion, that wasn't my vibe, so I'm like, well, why am I gonna do that? I don't freaking want to. So eventually I got a job at a salon. I was working 8 to 12 hours a day, and that's what I did. On my 2 days off, I would take care of my life at home and take a day to rest. That's it. So by the time I came back, it was just like a whole different ball game, okay? And basically I came back and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm a freaking nobody. It was very discouraging because I'm like, oh my gosh, like, then on top of that, finding my like niche, finding my footing again, because I didn't feel comfortable in front of a camera. I didn't know what to film. I was just like, whoa. I was just culture shock, okay? So during that time, I struggled with the feeling of like, oh, I failed at this. It is too late. But like I was trying to say, the thing that made me came back is because honestly, during that time, something in my soul, something was pulling me, okay? Pulling me every single day. There was rarely a day that went by, I'm not even trying to be dramatic, there was rarely a day that went by where I did not think about my channel and think about my viewers. There was rarely a day that went by. There was something that's pulling at me. Like, you know how even if you're out having fun and you're at work, there's like something pulling you back, like at home, to that big pile of laundry that you need to do. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to explain. There was just something pulling me, like urging me, like, Brittney, make a video. Brittney, make a video. Brittney, make a video. Every single day. Every single day. Every single day. Why? I don't think that it's because like, oh, get on YouTube because you'll become a millionaire. Or, you know, a lot of people start channels today because they want to like make money and become rich and all this stuff, but that's not reality for most people. Like, YouTube is saturated, okay? It's freaking not, it's not like that. And it requires a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of work. It's not freaking easy, especially now. The reason I feel like I was pulled is because I still don't really know yet, but I feel like there are some things that maybe I need to share with the world, you know, and YouTube has been my platform for that, and I feel great when I do. And you have to decide what it is that you want to do, okay? What's pulling you? What's pulling at your soul? Just do it. Of course you're gonna have doubts. Of course there are gonna be people who are gonna be like, wow, like, you're trying to do this? Okay. Of course, there are people that I know in my real life who are like, oh my gosh, I saw your YouTube video. And it's like, so what do you have to say about it? So what? So what? There are gonna be people who are being, oh, what? You wanna buy a house? Or whatever it is. You want to buy a house, like, you don't have enough money to do this, or you don't have good credit, or oh, you want to whatever, oh, you want to go back to school, or oh, you want to start dating again. Like, are you sure you're over that guy? I mean, you were obsessed with him for like the past 2 years. Like, shut up. Stop trying to pull somebody down with your freaking miserable existence. I'm just kidding, that's mean, but it's just like, shut the freak up. I have personally, for me, I have come to a point in my life where I know people talk shit about me from time to time. Like, I know people who have talked shit about me, and it's like, I've come to a point where it's like, I don't give a fudge. All right, literally, like, what? Oh, what are you gonna say about me? What? Oh, Brittney, what? She went off and started her own business? Like, you really think you're ready to do that? I mean, you've only been licensed for this long. Like, oh, what, Brittney? Like, you're on YouTube and doing this and that. Like, oh, like, you only have 40. Somebody left me a comment before, like, oh, wow, you've been on YouTube since, like, whatever year I started. You've been on YouTube for, like, 5 years or whatever. And, like, you only have 40-something thousand subscribers. Like, wonder what you're doing wrong. And it's like, bitch. First of all, you're watching me, so thank you for that view and thank you for that comment. Sorry, but it's like, so what? So what? Even a million starts with one. I'm sorry. I get a little ratchet when I do have a little bit of an attitude. You know what? That's the fighter in me, and you have to be a fighter to make it in this world. And ignore people because, like what, like sometimes, like I've seriously come to a point where I feel like, for me personally, coming from a person that I used to be, it's like, wow, you know what, I'm proud of myself, and like what can anybody say about me that's gonna like bring me down? Like, what, you think I'm freaking ugly? You think I'm wasting my time? You think I'm making the wrong career move? What, like what, well, what are you gonna say? What are you gonna say about me? Like, it literally doesn't matter. Like, oh, what, Brittney wants to start her own business. Like, oh, Brittney works here. Like, you know, when let me call some people out, okay? I'm really not gonna call them out. But when I first branched out on my own after being an assistant, okay? Guess what? Word gets around, okay? And there were people saying like, oh, Brittney's like working, because I was an assistant at first, Brittney's working as a full-time stylist, like, and it's like, what? Like, why are you even why is that even coming out of your mouth? Because you're still in the position that you've been in for the past 15 years and you still haven't progressed, and I've made more progress than you have in your entire career because you're lazy. People who will talk S about you is because they have nothing better to do. All they have to do, and it sounds so cliche and so like you've heard this before, but it's like literally all you have to do is talk about other people because you're freaking stupid and lazy, and you don't have the balls or ovaries to go out in the world and get something for yourself. You're not willing to start from the bottom. You're freaking lazy and scared. You're a coward, okay? So don't listen to cowards, because cowards are uninspiring, okay? You need to look up to cowards. Why? For what? For what? For what? To bring you down? Just talk, and yeah, just keep talking. Bye. I'm going up here. I'm going up here. You're down there talking. That's all you're doing. Okay? You know, it takes courage to get up again after you've failed at something. Okay? It does take courage. Sometimes it's embarrassing. Sometimes, yeah, people are going to talk about you. Sometimes you feel humiliated, especially if you have some like pride or something like that. And you know what? Learn to not care what anybody has to say. Learn to not listen to that negative voice in your ear. Like, oh, it's too late. You can't do it. I've known people who are like very overweight, and like they're scared to go to the gym because they feel so overweight that it's like they're gonna stand out like a sore thumb at the gym. Like, oh, like people are gonna be like, oh, like look at him, like he's so, or she's so overweight, like what is she even doing here? Like, don't listen to that girl. If you want to go to the gym and lose weight, then start. If you want to start walking around your block to lose weight, then start. Because guess what, if you're over here listening to these freaking these people down here who have nothing better to do than to talk about you and observe your life, you're gonna just listen to them, then you're just gonna keep, you know, perpetuating the same thing. You're gonna keep gaining weight, or you're gonna stay the same, whatever. You're gonna stay in that negative relationship. You're gonna, like, that is sick. Like, don't say anything negative over my life. Don't say your negative curses over my life, okay? Over my life? No. So what? I'm freaking huge now, but I'm gonna go to the gym and I'm gonna get on that treadmill, and if you say something, you should kiss my fat A, okay? Just like Tyra Banks said. And then also just be strong. Sometimes you don't know the strength that you have within you until you have to be strong. Does that make sense? Sometimes it's like you don't know until you reach absolute rock bottom, and your only option at this point, you've exhausted all options or efforts, your only other option is to say a prayer and be strong. And you can be strong, okay? I believe in that. You can be stronger than you think that you are. Sometimes you just need to be like, you know what? I just need to get over it. I just need to shut the heck up and get over it. Stop saying, oh, I can't, oh, I'm gonna cry. If you're one of those people, honestly, like, you don't have, if you're one of those people who will just mope and dope and mope and dope, and it's okay to cry. It's okay to spend like a day in bed and feel like, oh my gosh, like, what is the meaning of life? You know what I mean? It's okay to feel that way. That's normal. You're human. I'm not saying be callous and have no emotions. What I'm saying is if you're going through the same thing over and over and year after year after year after year, it's like eventually, look, you have to be stronger. Okay? Sometimes I feel like people who just like mope and 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 freaking dope all day, every day. It's like some people just basically want you to just be like, like want you to say something like you feel sorry for them, or that, oh, poor baby. Like at first it can start as poor baby, but then if you keep doing it over and like the same things that end you in that make it that you find yourself in the same situations over and over and over and over and over and over and over, it's like, I don't freaking feel sorry for you, okay? I'm not gonna baby you, but I'll tell you straight up, like, my method for dealing with things is not to baby people. Like, I don't baby anybody unless you're a child. And I'm not saying I'm callous and heartless. Like, there are certain things that's like, oh, like, if you have death in the family, I'm not gonna be like, well, be stronger, get over it. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying people who like complain about circumstances over and over, and it's like, what are you doing to change it? At the bottom line, they just basically want you to say, poor baby, I understand why you're like that. It's okay to stay like that. That's it. Like, that's really what they want. They just don't freaking know it. Basically, in a nutshell, don't listen to negative voices or haters. Don't it's okay to be sad, but don't mope and dope forever and ever. Be stronger, and it's not too late. It's never too late. You can do anything. You can do anything you want with your life. All right? You can have a good relationship. You can have a good education. You can have a good relationship with God. You can have whatever it is. Don't feel like it's too late, because it's not. Hope this was encouraging to somebody out there, and yeah, if you guys like this kind of video, then leave me a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to my channel, then please subscribe, and you guys will see me in my next video. So thank you so much for watching. Bye.